Hi everyone, my name is Carissa Taigi and I am an executive leader with the Moonbabe Essentials team in the Enchanted Cedar Oil Tribe. And I am so honored to be a part of this community and I love this community so very much. I'm going to talk to you all a little bit today about what to do, just some tips and tricks for how you should handle it when somebody gets stacked underneath you. So when someone gets stacked underneath you, that is a true gift. That is your leader believing in you and your capabilities as a leader. And it also is giving you the opportunity to really rise to the occasion and be the best oil buddy that you can be and also the best leader that you can be. It is not to be expected, and it is something to truly be honored when it does happen because you are being trusted to care for a new team member that was enrolled by somebody else. So that's a big deal, right? That's a big trust being handed over to you. And you would treat this person the exact same as you would your own enrollments because they are on your team. They are officially your team member as well. So one thing that you do want to ask your leader, aka the person who stacked someone underneath you, two little bits of information, and that is what was in the welcome email. You just want to make sure that they had this in the welcome email, otherwise you'll want to provide this information to them, and that is the referral link, so they have access to share and they can do that easily and they don't have to go digging around for it. It's just bada bing, bada boom right there. And also the links to the Enchanted Cedar Oil Tribe, which is our immediate community. You want to make sure that they are in here ASAP so they can learn and search around and check out all of the beautiful people that are here with us. And if they don't have that, you can send that information out, but I know that a lot of us craft our welcome emails in a way that has all of that information available, and I know that Z posted a really great welcome email, just kind of draft for everyone to utilize. So these are 5 things to do when someone gets stacked underneath you. Number 1 is to make a connection, become a friend. This community is such a beautiful place, and it wouldn't be that way if we didn't have a lot of really awesome humans just seeking connection with other awesome humans. You want to make sure that you're adding each other on social media. You want to exchange contact information, emails, all that good stuff. I will even, give out cell phone numbers as the relationship grows and builds. So that way, if we want to be able to reach out to each other that way, that's an option also. But you just want to make sure that you are able to get into contact with this new team member. You want to learn about this new person. You want to learn about their lifestyles, how many kids they have, where do they live, things that they're interested in. And you want to share those same things about yourself, right? That's how you make friends. And you want to make sure that you are making yourself available to create a space where they're able to feel comfortable to share those things because they're meeting a bunch of new people at the same time. All right, so number 2, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you send out information about our extended oily family. So that is going to be all of the oil method, lifestyle, business groups. That's going to be the lavender droppers, education and business groups, and also the modern education and business groups. You want to make sure that you have all 6 of those links available, and you want to write a little short, just a couple of sentences about what those groups are and talking about the leaders that run those groups, so that way when they get put into those groups they kind of have an idea as well before hopping on in, because I know that when I first got into those groups I was really interested in seeing all of the people in there, and so it was really nice to have an idea going into it. And you also want to make sure that they know about the search function within those groups, so that way they can look up lavender, peppermint oil specifically, and they can get information and experiences about that oil without having to scroll through, because we know that there's a ton of people and a ton of information in those groups, and there's just a lot to dig through, especially when you're first starting out. So I know that the search bar is really awesome for that reason. So for me, I have a Google Doc saved in my drive, and I also have it saved on the notes section in my phone, and that is just the links with a little bit of summary. This is Iris's oil method, lifestyle, and education group. This is a little bit about Iris. This is how the group is set up, yada yada. And then I have that available to me right away if I need it, and so I'm able to send it off to new people in case they are looking for a lot of information to just start digging through right away, even sometimes before they get their kit. All right, so number 3, you want to make yourself available to answer any questions, and I mean any questions. So this is a brand new person, right? They're trying out our oils for the first time, or they've upgraded their oily lifestyle to Young Living, and so these oils are a lot different than other oils, and so we know that this new team member is going to have a bunch of questions, and we, as the new leader or a new leader to them, want to make sure that we are making ourselves available to do so. A lot of times that type of conversation will happen via Facebook Messenger, because then it's really easy for me to share links from other groups, or I can share a post right away and kind of help pinpoint the new team member in the right direction. But you also want to share any resources that you utilize, so like the desk reference, oils and glass. I know the Gentle Babies, the French aromatherapy book. Like, I utilize a lot of books that I'm constantly going back to, and so I will share those books, like literally just take a picture of it and send it to the new team member and say, hey, this is a book that I utilize that has a lot of really great information. You should totally check it out. I also will send off like recipe graphics for like rollers or diffuser recipes and things like that, so they have those and they can like save it on their phone, and I tell them to just like start a new album on their phone or whatever, where it's just oily things, and that way they have a quick access to that as well. I will also have like a going folder with just a bunch of links to articles online about essential oil uses, DIY projects, little things like that, so I can share those and have them easily available. And you don't have to be a rocket scientist. There are people who are super educated and have different backgrounds that provide different education, like Lindsay Elmore, for example, or even Becca Bristow. So they have different backgrounds that they have brought into these oil education groups that can be shared and are really useful and resourceful. So definitely share those as well. But also understand that your experience is really powerful, and especially for a new person, to have someone being really open and honest with them about how they use the oils and their experiences with the oils is just going to help them feel, again, more comfortable and confident in using the oils in their own lives and for their families. So that was number 3, I believe. And so now number 4, this is something I do always. It's one of my non-negotiables. I will send a handwritten note. So I do this with every single person that enrolls under me, and I also do it with every single person that is stacked underneath me, because they're your people. They're on your team now. Those are your people, and you got to make sure that you're showing a little bit of love. A handwritten note is just such a nice gesture. It's something that is like kind of old school and doesn't really happen that much, and it just really means a lot to know that somebody took the time to sit down and write you out a note. And it can also be really welcoming for somebody who is getting immersed into this community. They'll be able to see your handwriting and just get a better feel for you and understand that this is like a really tangible relationship. This is also a great opportunity to just remember that you are cultivating community always, and this is a really great way to ensure that that new person is going to feel really comfortable. You can also send a small gift if you wish. That's totally optional, definitely not necessary. Like sometimes I'll send a roller decal or even a roller bottle itself. This is a really great opportunity to send a sample of an oil outside of their starter kit versus the different starter kits. If you have a Canadian member sign up, they actually don't get Stress Away in their kit, so you could send a sample of Stress Away. Or if you have someone in the States sign up, you can send a sample of Northern Lights Black Spruce, because it's everybody's favorite, and we know that it doesn't come in the starter kit, and that just will kind of pique their curiosity and interest about other oils once they're ready to branch away from the starter kit. Another good thing to send is, with the handwritten note, would be like graphics. We have graphics available for us to use. You could even just print out a graphic like from the Lavender Droppers page, but in the modern page, there's graphics that are available for you to utilize with like roller recipes, diffuser recipes, just like a little information card for them to have, something that's tangible as well, that they can touch or just kind of like put up even next to their oils. And it makes it easier for them to access that information instead of having to go through the groups, because eventually they will learn to do that and do it really quickly. But when people are first starting out, I find that the groups can at times be overwhelming. And again, that's why the search bar is really important for that. Oh yeah, the new member will be in your downline in your virtual office, and you can find the mailing information, like their mailing address there. You just click on their individual contact. All right, number 5 is follow up and stay in touch. This is so huge. You don't make friends by just saying hi once and then just like leaving them somewhere in the corner. You want to make sure that you're engaging with your team member all along the way. You want to really focus on building a relationship with them. This is what helps us make the biggest impact on people's lives and their lifestyles, right? We are helping them gain knowledge on how to upgrade their own lifestyles while growing, and we're helping them just meet a lot of people who are like-minded like themselves in these communities and in these groups, and we're giving them a space to just really be themselves, and that's really special. Yeah, like it doesn't always have to be about oils. It can be about traveling, camping, music, any hobbies that you've recently picked up. Really, we know that this community goes beyond the oils, and that's what makes this place so special and so sacred. So those are my tips for y'all. I hope that you found that really helpful. I know that I just really like to lead with heart, and so whenever I have a new team member come onto my team, again, whether that's someone I enrolled, but especially when it's somebody that's been stacked underneath me, I really want to get to know this person and show this person that I'm a human. I'm growing along my own oily journey the same as they are, and I'm here to just lend a helping hand and also just to be somebody to talk to. And for a lot of people, that can be a huge thing, and I think that it's something that we really want to honor in this community because, again, we know how special it is. So I hope that was really helpful for you. If you have any questions or if you want to elaborate further on some of these things that I do, please reach out to me. I am happy to help, and I hope that you all are having the most beautiful day.